Hello, everybody. I'm RaijuSama. So today we are making a video. It's a question answer session, basically based on the questions we received about the previous clan, that is the Aburame clan. So let's directly dive into the questions. So the first question was why the Aburame clan members always wear spectacles and jackets. Is there a reason for this, or you know, try to explain about this? So, guys, what do you guys think about this?
Well, wasn't that there for a reason? I thought like the design itself was very cool. Like I thought it was mainly for the design, but then I don't think there was anything else. I guess maybe only the cool design. What do you guys think?
As for the jacket, so is it like for the insects to hide in it? Well, people wouldn't be, I guess, wouldn't want other people to know they have bugs in it on top of their body.
Yeah, so that's a good enough reason. So the thing is, let me add on something to it. As you said, as much as people are not gonna be comfortable, around people knowing that there are bugs crawling around their body, it would be more comfortable if they see the bugs crawling out of their body. Because in one of the videos, as we mentioned, the insects don't just stay like under the jacket, but they stay under the skin of the Aburame people. That means they stay like under the layer of the skin. So if people see the insects crawling out of the skin layer, that becomes even more awkward or odd for them.
Yeah, but aren't those insects and Aburames, they're supposed to be friends, right? Like how Kiba and Akamaru are the dog, right? They're supposed to be friends, like Akamaru doesn't hurt Kiba.
Agreed,
But here
agreed.
it looks like the insects are eating probably the Aburame's flesh, making holes in their bodies. Doesn't that cause pain?
Yeah, that's a very good question. The thing is, there's a difference in the way how Kiba treats Akamaru and how Aburame treat their insects. Yes, the thing is, in both cases, the clan members are given the clan members are given let's say in the case of Aburame also they are given the insects when they're pretty young, and in the case of Inuzuka clan members they are given the their dogs when they're pretty young. But then even in if you compare that, in the case of Aburame clan members, the insects are given very early. That's like when they are very young, like babies. That is okay. So what happens is at that age only, these insects sort of when they're given to them, they sort of make small holes in their body and they enter their body and they start feeding on their chakra. So basically, they're sort of trying to maintain a compatibility with them. But then there's a it's like a contract between the Inuzuka members and the Aburame members and the insects. It's like Aburame members let the insects feed on the chakra, while the Aburame members can use the insects in any way they want, even if they want them to die for them, right? Like in when the threat is in front of them, these Aburame members shoot the insects as a defensive mechanism. But I don't think Akamaru, I don't think Kiba ever does this to Akamaru. He never, sort of places Akamaru in the situation where it is lethal for Akamaru, right? So that's the difference in the way how they treat them. So as in the case of Akamaru and Kiba, they're actually friends. But in the case of in the case of Aburame and the insects, they sort of have a give and take mutual equation with them. But then, as much as this is the case, I believe Shino is some sort of an exception here because in the end of the Naruto series, right, we do see him mentioning that the insects are my friends. He does care for them. Yes, he does use them. He does experiment on them. That is the way how their clan works. But then even after that, he still sort of considers them as his friends. That's why Shino might be a small exception in that case. And by this point of time, I believe the sports, it's like how, like some, the youngsters, when the youngsters are pierced with the earrings, initially it pains when they're young, but then as they grow, that thing doesn't hurt them. So it might be something like that now. So it might be that sort of situation. They just crawl in because the pores are no more painful for them. So, that's about the first question. Correct. So the other part of this question is, why do they wear spectacles all the time? So what do you guys think about that?
Other than the design, I guess maybe because of the sunlight, maybe they want to protect themselves from the sunlight. I mean, their eyes from the sunlight, I guess.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, he doesn't need sunglasses at night. Also,
Okay, that is.
that's a saying: don't trust a guy who wears sunglasses inside the room.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Well, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen him take off his sunglasses, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe even show his eyes at all. Wait, there was
I
one
think
episode.
that's the case for all the Aburames, in my opinion.
Yeah, but there was one episode where there was a side angle in which they showed his eyes. So maybe it's for the fact that see, as you said, they come out of the pores of the body. So that I don't know, it might be a chance that they come out of the eye sockets as well.
Correct,
And
correct.
looking at insects coming out of the pores of the body itself is like very odd, right? So then
Yeah.
looking at it come out of the eye sockets, it's just creepy.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Nobody would
true.
want to stand around
Actually,
the
the
premises.
whole Aburame clan IRL would be very disgusting.
Yeah, true.
No, just imagine
Live
everybody
action
using
Aburame.
these shiny jutsus, lightning jutsus, fire jutsus,
Yeah,
and these
imagine
Aburames
just bees
throwing
coming
insects from
out
their
of
eyesight.
holes on your body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a very good reason.
So creepy, though. That would be so creepy.
Yeah.
Correct, correct. So yes, these both are actually pretty good reasons. Titan and Chaos mentioning that one is that some sort of a vulnerability towards the sunlight. Second is to make sure that they don't, expose their insects crawling out of their eye socket possibly. But then there is another speculation which I have, which is I did read this somewhere, a few, like, I don't know when, but sometime back. So since the Aburame members are themselves sort of like a human hives, right? They're like the nest of insects themselves. So, and as we already mentioned earlier, they are given these insects at a very young age. So it's not like as soon as they're born, they sort of develop some sort of a natural this thing, right, with them, natural sort of a bonding with them. So it's like they need to get familiar with them. And we do know that Aburame clan members have a few traits. One is the spectacles, one is the jacket, another one is the introvertness or the introvert behavior they have.
Nature.
So the speculation about this thing is that from a pretty young age, when they are when they are in pain with these insects, so they are probably let to stay in a separate room by themselves, sort of like creating a chamber, where they are sort of let to bond with the insects. It's like they don't have an option. They are the only possible species, or whatever you call them, to build a camaraderie with or build a bond with. So, and that might be a sort of like a dark room maybe, or a some sort of situation where that is the reason why they also develop introvertness, because they don't bond with anybody at a very young age, and these are the only people, they understand them and they understand these people. It's sort of like a sad, but then that's how it sounds. So because of these things, and in real life also, if you think about this, when people are in dark situation, right, when they come out or when they step into bright light, right, they can't take the sunlight. It feels overwhelming for them. It even causes temporary blindness for them. So that is why probably the Aburame members use these glasses when it's like a dark polarized glasses maybe, which prevent them from being overwhelmed by the sunlight or light basically. And that's why probably, like how Kratos mentioned, they even use it at night, because in the end it might not be sunlight, but then they still are exposed to some sort of light, right, in the end of the day. So that is one.
It's more of they're used to the darkness. They become sensitive to light.
Exactly. That's why probably they use these glasses, and that's why they have developed the introvertness. And yeah, in the end of the day, insects and the pores and these, I don't know how to define it, but then the unnatural situations that subjected to as a young Aburame is what defines, or is what is the reason behind them wearing jackets and spectacles basically. So that's another.
I have an off-topic question. So, technically, if an Aburame removes his glasses at night, he would see better at night, right?
I think so, yeah.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Meaning,
Used to the darkness.
yeah,
So
he's
you
used
should
to
see
the
better in
darkness.
That's good. Thing is, since they're used as both spies and assassination group members, right? This could be the best reason why they're used as assassination members. because they can attack in the night. Exactly. So that's a very interesting, point that you mentioned like that. So that's about the first question.